I am the truth. I am here to tell you that which simply is, and the consciousness that you have defined of as God, using humanistic terms, would not be what you consider happy with where the current state of human existence is. For if your consciousness as a whole and your consciousness as a country were contained within a single human individual, you would define that individual as sick and needing help. Men cannot help themselves, but through the simplicity of what is, all can be helped. You are a sick and perverse generation if you spend more on your animals than your family. If you go to war to attempt to create peace, you are sick and need help. You harm yourself with drugs while giving others advice on how to live. You are sick and need help. If you are a preacher of ethics but lead a sinful life, you are sick and need help. If you call yourself married while spending little or no time with your spouse, you are sick and need help. If you increase the number of communication devices you have so that you can be more impersonal and temporal, then you are sick and need help. If there is much to learn, yet you consume conversations and do not listen or contemplate, then you are sick and need help. If you continue to kill each other to prove how tolerant you are of each other, then you are sick and need help. If you believe you are in control but are slaves to money, you are sick and need help. If you enjoy brute and savage activities and claim to be civilized, then you are sick and need help. If you tell your kids not to be greedy as you wear expensive clothes, put on expensive jewelry, drive an expensive car, and live in a palace, then you are sick and need help. If you give 0.5% of your income away and call yourself charitable, you are sick and need help. If you lead a clean, organized, sanitary lifestyle in a rich nation and yet still are a whiner and complainer, you are sick and need help. If you call lying stretching the truth, you are sick and need help. Look at the resources displayed in your countries. Look at the priorities of those who have become your leaders. Heavy resources being used for war, and huge amounts of resources being used to fund exploratory pursuits when you have fellow human beings living in disease and poverty. I ask you, where are your priorities? You are just as a child who lacks the discipline to prioritize. A child who wishes to stay awake over sleep, eats sweets over whole food, and wishes to play instead of putting away their toys. How more mature are you and your leaders than children? I say to you now, the answer is obvious.